Jay here from Flipping Cars for Fun, and on this episode I'm gonna show you how we took this 2005 Subaru Outback and turned it into over $1,800 in cash. Today I'm gonna show you the step-by-step of what it took to get the car where it is today. We're gonna get into everything we did to this car to how much we sold it for. Okay, let's hurry up and get started because it's getting really cold out here. Let's go. Okay, we're here at the Toyota picking up this 2005 Subaru. Let's see if we're gonna lock it. There we go. All right. Looks good. Not bad. Clean car overall. Now, I actually came and picked up this car myself. Let's go ahead and put our dealer plate on here. First start. Now, I usually get my cars delivered, but this one was so close to home, it was about an hour away, so I had my wife drive me down here and pretty much pick up the car myself. I mean, I saved myself 200 bucks. Now, supposedly the car doesn't have any codes. I don't see any right now. Overall, clean car, great deal. This should be a turnkey. We got to do a little bit of work, but let's go ahead and test drive this thing. Let's see how it feels. 163,000 miles on her. Let's go. Let's see how she drives. Now, we did pick this car up from Toyota, guys. So we got this is obviously a trade-in, so we picked it up from Toyota. All right, so I'm pulling this thing, and the gas tank lid is not opening at all. It's not popping open. Apparently the gas tank lid was stuck. I had to open it with a key. Okay guys, couldn't even open the gas tank. As you see, I had to open it with the key. I'm assuming that's a common problem, but overall the car drives good. I just hear a rubbing noise, which sounds like a tire rubbing against something. If you guys listen close, it seems like the last few cars we've been getting having like a rubbing noise, which is crazy. It could be tires or it could be wheel bearings. Prime example, the car is shaking and the check engine light is flashing. It went past 80 a little bit, just to press the gas, see how she feels. And we got a flashing check engine light. It just went off. Hopefully it's just a misfire. Hopefully it's just the coil packs and spark plugs. It's basically sputtering, giving me like more of a like a shake like that. Okay guys, that was super close. We got the car home. You guys saw what was happening. And this is why I usually get the cars towed, but this one was only an hour away from my house and it was $200 to ship it. So I figured why not go pick it up myself, but that was a close call on the highway, almost stalling out. Now that we got this thing home, let's scan it and see what's going on, because the auction said there was no codes. Man, I was scared I was gonna stall out in the middle of the highway. We got our scan tool in. Let's see what's going on. Check engine light was just flashing. It didn't stay on at all. Let's go into the engine. Pending codes. So we have a cylinder 3 misfire for pending. All right, that's not bad. And stored codes. We have no stored codes. That's good. So let's check our monitors, make sure everything is passed. IM readiness. Okay, misfire's okay, fuel system's okay, component okay, Cadillac okay, evap okay, oxygen okay, EGR system okay. So this is good. That means there's no codes on a car, just a pending code, which could be that cylinder misfire. That could just mean we have a bad spark plug or wire. Let's go over this car and see exactly what's wrong with it. Let's see the things that are like kind of bad on it. Let's go over it. Okay, so one of the first things I noticed is that this was kind of like scraped down a little bit. Looks like there's a little rust spot right here or something like that. That could be fixed with some paint. I'm not sure if I want to do that because this is going to be a cheaper car, but you never know. Maybe I can fix this. Let's go around the car. So we have great tires. Now I did hear a rubbing noise in the back, and we have a little bit of paint over here that's scratched. Looks like they scraped up a little bit. Now, if you guys do remember, I did hear a rubbing noise in the back. If you guys saw the last video, you noticed that I'm having problems with these rubbing noises, brakes and stuff like that on the last couple videos. This is crazy how I keep getting this rubbing noise, like wheel bearings and stuff like that, I guess. So headlights look a little foggy, not too bad. We have some paint right here, might need to be touched up. Some paint right here that might need to be touched up a little bit of a scuff. So I can get some touch-up paint for that and the door. Good tires all around, guys. All around, everything looks good. Ah, look at this hanging down. I hope this was the rubbing noise. Look at that, guys, piece of rubber. Now this would be awesome if this is the problem. if you look at it, this piece of rubber is supposed to go up here from what I noticed, hanging down. So there is a possibility that that could be the noise. If you think about it, it's hanging on top of the tire. I've heard the noise from the rear, and look, this could just be flapping on there like this. There's a possibility. Oh, it dropped out. So guys, maybe I don't need this. We're gonna do a test drive and see if we continue to hear that rubbing noise. And I'm hoping that this was the culprit. Now we did have that gas tank issue, if you guys remember. Gonna have to look into that. It doesn't look like this piece is broken, but you can hear it. Take a little key and put it in there. But I don't think my future customer is trying to hear that. They're gonna call me as soon as this gas tank doesn't open and like spaz out on me. So I'm not sure if I should bend this thing a certain way maybe. I can see that it hooks onto this part right here. So maybe if I bend it a little more back this way, it'll probably open up. But see, now it doesn't even close. Now it's just like open. But it's loose, it's not tight anymore, but it still doesn't pop open, which is weird. We'll figure it out one way or another. So our spark plugs and wires came in, and then this happened. Got a bunch of snow and basically had to clean up my whole driveway, clean up the car. We still got some snow left on the car. We got to get that off, get this car in the garage, get these spark plugs and wires done so we can get this car on the road. Okay, it's time to get these spark plugs done and these wires because we got that cylinder 3 misfire and we officially have a check engine light on. I didn't want this to happen, but with the snow and everything, letting the car sit out there, the check engine light came on. Whoa. You can't make this stuff up. So bringing the car in here, the car was shaking bad. So it's even worse than before. So here's the thing with these Subaru engines. Unfortunately, the spark plugs are on the side. So we have 2 here and we have 2 here. Now to remove any of the spark plugs from this side, I'm gonna have to remove the air box and this kind of like airflow thing right here. So we're gonna take that off, and the 2 on this side should be able to be done without removing anything. Okay, so we do have our new spark plug wires. Amazon, again, always a good thing. Can't go wrong with Amazon wires. I want to go ahead and compare the 2 wires and make sure that they fit before I go crazy, changing everything. I just want to make sure that I got the right part. We have 2 short ones, which look the same, about the same size. I say the only difference is this part of the plug and this part of the plug is different. So this is the old one, this is the new one, but pretty much look like the same thing. So we do have a problem here. Lucky I checked it out. If you notice, you can see that the heads are different. I didn't think it would make a difference. That's not how it's supposed to go. I'm almost sure about that. Look at that, that's not going over it. That's not doing anything. It looks like I'm gonna have to return these. So what I'm gonna do here is basically change out the spark plugs, see if that helps with the misfire. And hopefully that does, and we can just return the spark plug wires. But it's worth a try while we wait for the other ones. This pretty much throws a wrench in the game. Kind of messes things up. But I'm gonna stay motivated. I'm gonna do the spark plugs, and hopefully that does the trick. We might be in luck, and we'll just return the wires and get the money back. Holy crap, guys, check this out. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. Now I'm taking this off. I'm starting to go for the box. As I look down to see where the spark plugs are located, check this out. I don't know if you guys can see it. The wire is outside. The wire's off, guys. Look, out of the cylinder. Look at that. See that? It was already like this. So that was our issue. This thing was out of the head. This is why the car is acting like this. All we literally have to do is push this wire in probably, and the car will work perfectly. Unbelievable. It looks like we don't need wires. I'm gonna change the spark plugs anyway. That's dangerous. Hopefully we didn't mess up anything. Basically that coil pack was not on top of the spark plug, and this is why the engine was acting like that. Now I'm gonna take it out and look at it and make sure it's okay, because I don't know how would that come loose like that. It was simply a wire. So I really probably don't need wires, hopefully. Okay, let's start her up and see what happens. I'm praying that this thing doesn't start shaking. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at the engine. All right, we have no more shaking and no more stumbling. Unfortunately, we do have to clear the codes. I say unfortunately is because now we got to run out the monitors, and that sucks because now we have to wait and run out all of the monitors before we get this thing inspected. I hate doing that. No more check engine, cleared the codes. Now we just got to ride the monitors. Okay, so we got our new wheel bearings in. We got some Amazon specials. Oh wow, some gloves. Free gloves. Michael Jackson gloves, all white. Here's our wheel bearing. So if these things work, I'm giving these guys a 5-star just for giving up the gloves. Look at this. Now it is cold. You can see the snow in the background. I'm gonna jack this thing up, shake the wheel, see if we have any play on both sides. You know, I wanna see if it's definitely the wheel bearing. I'm 99% sure it is the wheel bearing, but you never know. All signs are leading to the wheel bearings. But let's shake it anyway and see what's going on. All right, try to shake it, see what we got. We really got no play over here. We got no play, but just because we don't have play doesn't mean the wheel bearings aren't messed up. Same thing over here, no play. Okay, so it was super cold out there. I decided to bring the show inside because the sun is about to go down and we got to get this done. We only have like a day and a half left to get this thing out of here. So overall, our brake discs look really good. Our brake pads look good as well. Clean car, the normal wear and tear. Right now I'm just spraying some PB Blaster on there just to get the bolts loose before I even try to break them. We're gonna take off this caliper, then the disc, then the wheel bearing. But I guess this is just normal wear and tear, stuff that you go through in the cars. A lot of people don't change this type of stuff. So when you do get a car that you're gonna flip, you're most likely gonna go through brakes, wheel bearings, shocks, struts, all of the normal stuff that you wanna get right. So when people test drive it, it's good to go. You guys saw that? I basically almost ate the concrete. That PB Blaster, man, it really works. Awkward positions when you don't have a lift. The lift is coming soon, guys. The lift is coming soon. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna get this lift. It was like awkward positions. This is what happened with the Volkswagen before. I don't know if you guys remember, and I had to go to the mechanic to go get the bolt removed, but I got it this time. Now, if you remember my first changing a wheelbarrow video with my boy Chubbs, I had no idea what I was doing. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. Now, before that, I had to pay to get the wheel bearings done on a Jeep, if you guys remember that one. And that came out to so much money, I kind of lost profit on that Jeep. I paid almost $300 to get those wheel bearings put on, and that wasn't even including the parts. Since then, I had to change a couple pair of wheel bearings, so I pretty much saved a lot of money doing it. Now, I say that to say, if you're gonna get in this game, like I always say in every video, learn how to do some type of work. Now, there's gonna be things that you, of course, can't handle, like me. Without a lift, I can't handle a lot of things. And at the same time, I'm in the process of learning a lot of things. So I want to preserve these discs. So what I did was I put a screw into the screw hole. Pretty much, I'm gonna go ahead and, there you go, get this disc off. What I did here was basically find a screw that fits, and then I put it in any one of these screw holes, and I like tightened it, and it pushed the disc away from the actual wheel bearing. So that saves me on buying a whole new disc or hammering the disc. In a hammer and hitting the disc and damaging it, then we would have to change the disc. So we got that screw in there, and we got our rotor off. So after repeatedly hammering this thing, we got it off. All right, let's take a listen. You hear it sounding like it's grinding. Definitely not supposed to sound like that. Here's a new one. Smooth. Can't hear anything. I'm trying to figure out this door thing that we got going on, this gas door thing we got going on. My boy just pulled up. I'm gonna have him on this side. I'm gonna pull up the gas lever, see if it pops open, and have him pretty much try to see if it pops open on the other side when I pull the lever. So what I did is I bent this piece back so that the door can actually get stuck because it's loose. So I'm gonna pull this back and then close it and you can hear the click. So now you can see it's tight. But that way, I can't open it with my key, you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it.
Yeah, still not doing it. Hold on. Do it again? Yeah, hold on 1 second.
So it looks like we got a stuck door. So I'm gonna have to bend this back in place again so that the door is loose and you're able to open it with a key or something like that. But the only idea I have is to try to put some kind of handle over here, maybe like a little washer, so that the customer or the person I sell the car to will be able to open the door when we close it. There'll be something here that we can pull open. That's the only thing I can do because there's no spring in here. I tried Googling it, doing everything I can, but that looks like where we're gonna have to end up. Okay guys, I think we got something finally. I don't have to screw a hole into the top. My boy just discovered something. Tell him what you discovered, man.
Technically just tension.
Tension? Okay.
So I'm guessing this piece is the piece that when you're closing it and you open it, it gives it tension.
That is true because this thing worked. I've clicked it a bunch of times. It does work. So that's gonna pop it, but the thing is not popping. So you are right, man. This thing right here has to do with something. So you figure we gotta probably bend it this way, or something like that, or?
So let's try now. I'm gonna bend it in.
Yeah.
Outwards.
Outwards? Okay.
Towards the frame.
Yep.
Where, let's see if it works. I put it back.
Okay, I heard it click a little bit more.
Click.
All right, I'm gonna let you pull the lever because I want to be the excited one if if it opens. All right, guys, let's see if this thing opens. I'm gonna count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Oh, do it again. Yeah, do it one more time. I did it. Yeah. One more time. Whoa, guys, 2 heads are better than 1. To the future customer, thank him. All right, let's go ahead and get this car cleaned up while we go over the numbers, guys. Now that was a close one. I almost drilled a hole into that gas cap on the side and I was gonna do something real janky over there. I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm glad my boy stopped by because I could not figure that thing out. So anyway, guys, all in for this car we paid at the auction online was $1,445, guys. Got a really good price on this car, and I didn't have to pay for shipping like you guys already know. I went to go pick the car up. It was only an hour away from my home. Next thing we bought was spark plugs. Those were $26. We returned the wires, so I'm not going to put that in. And then we went ahead and got gas for this car, about $25 in gas. We got the wheel bearings for $80. We also went ahead and got an oil change for $60, and we did get the car inspected for $50, bringing us to a grand total of $1,686, guys. I went ahead and sold this car on Facebook Marketplace. I listed it at $3,800, and we agreed on a sale of $3,600, guys. So I let it go for $3,600, bringing us to a profit of $1,914, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think below, guys. I really enjoy putting out these videos. I'm hoping I'm helping people out there. Based off the comments, a lot of people are loving the videos and showing a lot of love, and I appreciate all of you guys. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get this lift because I'm tired of laying on the floor. Let's get it, guys. I will talk to you soon. There's going to be a video that pops up right here. Click that video if you enjoyed this one. Talk to you guys soon.